Welcome to Balloon Click. Today we're going to work on an actual working crossbow. And this was originally done on Sandy Masori's video, Toys for Boys, but it wasn't working at that time. With a little help from Ori Lively and Fred Harshberger, we have a working crossbow. I've chosen a Mocha balloon. It's a 350. It's a Qualitex balloon. We're going to start at the end. I fully inflated it because it needs to have the tension. So I'm going to start with a bubble, and this is just a positioning bubble. And then this is going to be the trigger of the gun. It's a bubble just slightly larger than that. It's going to be a pinch twist and another pinch twist, just like that. All right, there we go. Now, this is going to be the handle of the crossbow. This is going to be the actual trigger and back apparatus. So I'm going to hold this like this. I don't want the crossbow to be too long. I just want it to be about that long. This is very tight, and so is this. I'm going to start with a, try to get a bubble in here. And we're going to go ahead and make a pinch twist. I got to make sure I twist that around enough. Okay. And like that. I am going to try to get another pinch twist, but I'm going to go ahead. This is so tight. I'm going to let that out. This is already tight, so I don't need this to be real tight up here in the front. But I have another bubble here, which is going to be turned into a pinch twist. I'm going to take it, hold it to the center, and twist it. So this is what you end up with. You got two pinch twists here, two pinch twists here, and a bubble at the end, okay? This is very, very strong, not easy to bend. Okay, and that's what you need. You need that. Okay, now, I chose brown. I wanted it to look like wood. So now I'm going to take two 260s, silver, just for the look, and I'm going to tie them together, just like that. And so we're going to take this and we're going to pull it between the two pinch twists, this way, okay? And that's that. Now, we want to make two loops big enough for a 350 to slide through, okay? So I'm going to start with one here, and I'm just going to take that like that. I believe I can get a 350 through there. We'll see. Okay, now I'm going to take that in and around. Try not to put too much pressure on the other balloon. It is very tight. Okay, but that's one loop. Okay, I'm going to pull that out. All right. Okay, now I'm going to make another loop the same size on as this one. Pull it through. This should be the exact same size as that. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wrap it around here and have it come out this side like that. I want this to be in the middle, and I want this to be on the side. Now you should have, I've made the loops a little bit different size, but that's okay. So here's what we got. We got these coming out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the cross arm. Now this is going to go through both of these. I'm going to pull that through, hopefully. Now I'm going to do it one at a time. Get that through. And then pull it through the next one. I made the next one a little tighter. Not on purpose. But it's good to have them tight, but not quite that tight. Okay. Because you want, okay, there we go. This is where the arrow's going to rest. That's why there's two of them. Okay? Now this comes across. I want this to be really, really tight. So what I'm going to do, and I don't want it to be really long. I want it to stay within reason here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pinch twist here to start. And I don't want it to be too long. Okay? And then on this side here, I want this to be really tight. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pinch twist down at this end. And the purpose of this pinch twist is just to make this tight. Okay? Now I'm going to come across here and now this balloon is really, really tight. And I want to move this down just a little bit and shorten it. I want it to be about a hand span and 2 fingers. Hand span and 2 fingers. Right there. And then I'm going to go ahead. You can actually undo this one now so that you're not okay. So this bubble isn't so tight. But it's important, if it's going to be a working crossbow, it's got to have a little tensile strength. Okay, so that wasn't supposed to pop, but it did. Okay, I'm going to let the air out of that. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to about 2 inches and then make a pinch twist. And then this is going to wrap around the cross. Okay, just like that. And this one's going to do the same thing. We're going to come over about 2 inches and we're going to put a pinch twist. And this is going to wrap around the cross. This is going to come back and it's going to wrap around this area here. We'll make these both equal best we can. And there we go. And that's going to tie into there. I'm going to go ahead and pop this. Okay, bring that around. And I'm going to pop this. And I'm going to tie this and this together. I'm going to take the long, take both of them and tie them into this area here. Oops, I didn't want that to happen. These are pretty tight here. This is one of the pinch twists came undone. So there's our crossbow. Okay. Now we need to put the string on it. Now I want you to see something. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this. This is going to be the top of the bow. We're going to move this bubble here. We don't need the end of this anymore. Okay, we're going to move that to the bottom of the bow. Okay, we're going to turn this We're going to keep this way, and we're going to keep this horizontal. This bubble will be horizontal, but this bubble we want to turn it so that it's vertical. Okay? And this gives the tension here. This is the trigger mechanism. When you lift this, it lets go of the string. Okay, now the string, we're just going to use white. I'm just going to put a puff of air in to a 260 and tie it at that end. And I'm going to wrap it around this end. This is the end that pops, so I'm going to wrap it around. I'm not going to pull that apart or anything, but I am going to tie it once. And I want it to go over the top where the trigger is. So I'm going to pull that back up, pull it across, and wrap it around here. Now there's a piece of balloon here you can wrap. You can tie it in with that if you want. That's the way I would have done that side as well. And you can wrap it back around again so that it doesn't unravel. But I think it's all right. Okay? Now this is long enough to make it to here. And that's the strength of it, which is pretty miraculous. But the thing that makes it work, and this is what Ori and Fred worked on for me, is that they took a lead string and about from here to here they put a lead string on, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this, I put a puff of air in there, and it's purple. You can use any color you want. I just thought purple would go good with this here. Then I'm going to take it across and make it just about the length of that bubble there. So take it over here and so you have it from there to there. Go ahead and tie that. Now you can get rid of the end of it with some scissors, and don't get it too close. There you go. So now we have the lead string, which comes back, takes a little tension off of there, and then it tucks underneath that button. And so when you want that arrow to go, you just pull this back. And we're going to have a demonstration as we make the arrow. The next thing I'm going to make is the arrow. Okay, the arrow should just be long enough to fit on the bow. A little, let it stick over 6 inches. There should be about 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches of balloon uninflated to give it some weight in the front. I'm going to go ahead and put it over about 6 inches, then twist right at the back of the button there, trigger. And we're going to put 2 small, very small pinch twists. 1 and 2. Now I've chosen yellow. You don't want to make that too tight.
Just keep going.
Okay. I've chosen yellow or gold because I want it to look cool. But anyhow, that's all you need are those 2 pinch twists. You can get rid of the rest of it. Now, I've made them so tight that they used to call this a kidney twist because you could twist it tight enough to where it'd make this kidney shape. You want to go ahead and do that on both sides. And you can kind of squeeze the pinch twist together to create that as you're twisting. Now what that does, it gives a place for the crossbow string to go in this way rather than this way. And that's important. And it needs to be able to be held up off of the frame of the bow. Now the arrow has, because of these kidney twists, there's a place for the the string to actually go across here. Now we're going to move that up like that so that this string will rest on it and be wedged between the wood, supposedly the bow handle, and then you have the bow trigger. And this is the way it works. You just take that and pull it back and fire! Here comes one right at you.